Try to keep you close to me, but life got in between. Tried to square not being there, but said that I should have been. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. Once upon a different life, we rode our bikes into the sky. Now we're caught against the tide. Those distant days are flashing by. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and be by your side. Hold back the river, hold back. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. Lonely water, won't you let us wander? Let us hold each other. Lonely water, won't you let us wander? Let us hold each other. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and be by your side. Hold back the river, hold back. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and be by your side. Hold back the river, oh. Lonely water, won't you let us wander? Let us hold each other. Lonely water, won't you let us wander? Let us hold each other.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first annual Make the Magic event benefiting Camp Kesem at the University of South Florida. My name is Caitlin Moss-Solomon, but I'm better known as Flipper. I'm a senior at the University of South Florida, majoring in health sciences. I've been involved with Camp Kesem since 2008 and am currently one of our USF chapter directors. I'm excited to be here tonight and serve as one of the MCs, and joining me is Kaylee Ertl.
Thanks, Flipper. Hi, everyone. My name is Kaylee Ertl, but my Camp Kesem family calls me Trail. I'm a senior at the University of South Florida, majoring in business analytics. I've been involved with Camp Kesem since 2020, and I'm currently one of the Make the Magic coordinators for our chapter. We are so honored to serve as your co-host this evening with the help of our other members of our Kesem family.
We want to voice that this is a challenging time, and we are so grateful to all of you for being here tonight to celebrate Camp Kesem and learn more about what we do. The COVID pandemic disproportionately affects those who are immunocompromised, many of whom are parents or guardians of the children we support. There is no question this has put extra strain on the families we serve at this time. Camp Kesem will continue to be there for these families. For the second summer, we will be converting our in-person camp program to Kesem at Home for our camper families. We are excited about the opportunity to build upon what we learned last summer and continue to introduce new and innovative ways to keep our Kesem community connected and build a sense of belonging and confidence despite not being able to be together in person. Kesem will always be here to provide families hope, but our capacity to support all of our wonderful families and campers is dependent on our ability to raise funds for our year-round programming, including a year program where we host monthly virtual cabin chats for campers and for Kesem at Home this summer. You'll have an opportunity later to be a part of that support. Without you, we cannot do any of this. Today, there are more than 5 million children affected by a parent's cancer. These children can feel isolated from peers, anxious, and hopeless. They can have a loss of social interest and negative academic performance. Many have to unexpectedly take on adult responsibilities at home. Over the past year, these emotions have been compounded by COVID-19, which resulted in remote learning, increased social isolation, and the additional stress of protecting the safety of family members who have cancer and are immunocompromised. This year, Kesem matters more than ever. These children need us more than ever. Our chapter is one of over 130 chapters in the Kesem community, all working towards a shared mission to support children impacted by a parent's cancer. This chapter is working to not only support children in our immediate geography, but we also have the power to work with other chapters in our region to support more kids. We do this through what we call Kesem It Forward. Through this approach, chapters are able to support each other monetarily, helping each other to serve as many children as possible. The money we raise tonight may be used not only for our chapter, but for other chapters in our region or across the country to serve more children. And that's what it's all about, simply serving more kids who need Kesem. We are excited that the opportunity to be in person again is more than a glimmer of hope in the distant future. We are working hard to understand how quickly we can provide in-person programming to our campers. We also know that camp will be in person next summer, and we will need funding to ensure we can host as many children as possible. We are also looking into additional in-person programs this fall, with more details to come as they are available.
Yes, thank you all so much for being here this evening. We would also like to thank our incredible donors that have continued to support Kesem and our chapter. Tonight would not be possible without all of you, so thank you for being here and giving us the chance to share a little of the fun and magic we see every day in our work with Kesem.
Fun. That is not a word you would normally associate with cancer, but is a word you hear a lot when we talk about Kesem, and is the first word that comes to mind when I think of Kesem. It's a magical place for children to escape to and experience the unparalleled joy of childhood. The toll that cancer places on a family often requires kids to grow up faster and lose out on the innocence of being a kid. Here at Camp Kesem, we give these kids the opportunity to be kids again.
That's so true, Flipper. So whether it's getting pied in the face, partaking in a Zoom dance party, or going by a funky nickname all week, Kesem gives our campers a chance to just be a kid. And through that, we provide our campers the support they need and the awareness that they are not alone and that they have their Kesem family to lean on, especially through the most difficult times. Before we officially start the show, we would like to share a video with you from our CEO, Rich Scrappy Siegel.
Greetings, friends and family of Kesem. My name is Rich Siegel, Kesem named Scrappy, and I am the Chief Executive Officer here at Kesem. I'd like to, first of all, welcome you to 2021's Make the Magic, and I would also, most importantly, thank you for your attendance here. Thank you for the attendance, and thank you for your support of everything that this chapter does, along with Kesem, to provide needed services to children facing a parent's cancer. You are part of something that is vital in the lives of the kids that we serve. It's it's a service for a community that is often overlooked, frankly, in the broader context of the cancer journey. When cancer is an awful thing, and it's a tragic thing, and it strikes at random, and often it strikes people in the prime of their lives. But cancer doesn't just strike the actual patient involved. Cancer strikes the family of the patient involved as well, and everybody that that person knows. And I happen to have personal experience with this in that I am the spouse of a cancer survivor. And Kelly and I have been dealing with the diagnosis, the treatment, and the post-treatment ramifications of cancer for this year. It'll be 20 years actually. So I'm very, very aware of how cancer can act like a tornado that comes crashing into a home, not just impacting the one person, but everybody that loves that person as well. And I faced this as a family member, as a spouse, when I was 35 years old. But it's not just the spouse that's involved. When you have a young mother, a young father who receives a cancer diagnosis, the children in the family are deeply impacted as well. And that's what we do at Kesem, is recognize this and recognize the special needs of these children, because very often these kids will be dealing with the potential threat to their father, to their mother, and the potential for actually losing one of the most important people in that child's life, and that child, even with assistance from very caring adults, is often in his or her own head feeling very, very alone, feeling very, very isolated, because that child could be sitting in a classroom with 25 other kids when they're doing math or they're doing reading, but that child is thinking about what's happening to her mom or to her dad. And that can be very isolating, and that's very lonely, because she knows that she's the only one in the room who's going through this. So what we do at Kesem is we create a community for those children. We bring them together with kids who are similarly situated, so that they know they're not alone. And then by having people around them who just understand them, who just intrinsically get what they're going through, it allows the kids to relax and to feel more stable, and frankly, to have fun. And so that's what we do at Kesem that's different from what other organizations provide, is we don't bring kids together to talk about cancer. We bring kids together to be kids and to have fun. And so it's an amazing thing, because when you allow kids to relax and to be in a supportive community, and you just ask them to have fun, they blossom. And that's the magic that we create here at Kesem. And we cannot do it without the support of our college student leaders, who are amazing, amazing people. And these are the people who are around you, who are putting on this Make the Magic today, who not only raise the lion's share of the funding to actually put on the camp programs that we provide to our kids, but they are the counselors, and they are the companions for all of our kids, and they run everything. But they, most importantly, are the people who the children react with and respond to, and will remember for the rest of their lives as having been there in a really awful time in their lives, in the lives of these children. And it creates a bond not just among the kids in our camps, but with the counselors and the other student leaders as well. And your presence here at Make the Magic allows all of this to take place. And that's why it's so important that you're here. And I'm so thankful for your support. And so first of all, thank you for purchasing the ticket, but then also a little later on in this program, you're going to be asked to make other contributions to help support your chapter provide the services to the kids in your area. So thank you very much again for being here and being supportive. Sorry, my screen just went dark. And for everything that you do for Kesem, because we cannot do what we do for our kids without you. So thank you again. Scrappy out.
Thank you, Scrappy.
We have a great night planned for you this evening, and we hope you leave here feeling moved and inspired and see the impact your support has, not just during the 1 week of camp, but in the lives of campers, parents, student leaders, and alumni. So thank you for joining us, and it is my pleasure to welcome to the stage a very special member of the Kesem family, advisory board member and camper parent, Tara Tronis, who will share her Kesem story.
Hi Camp Kesem, my name is Tara. I am a Camp Kesem parent, a cancer widow, and a Kesem advisory board member. In 2018, my husband was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. As any family who's been through a cancer diagnosis knows, it's really in that moment that your lives completely change forever. As parents, mine and my husband's biggest concern was for that of our young kids, who were 6 and 8 at the time. We immediately began searching out support for them and were shocked to realize that we couldn't find anything. Then a new Camp Kesem chapter opened. I'm gonna try not to cry here, but nothing brings tears to my eyes more quickly than thinking about what my kids and other kids impacted by a parent's cancer have been through. Shortly after my husband passed away, my 8-year-old daughter came to me and said, "Mom, I really think this would be easier if I knew other kids like me." She found that at Camp Kesem, a community of love and supportive courage. At Camp Kesem, my kids aren't the odd ones out with a sad story, the ones whose dad passed away from cancer, or the only ones missing a parent. At Kesem, they're themselves fully. They're goofy and funny, and they can open up if they want to, but really, it's the connection. The connection with kids who, as they would say, just get it, that means the absolute most to them. It's something that simply cannot be replicated anywhere else, no matter how hard I may try. So while camp was only 1 week, it became something that stayed with my kids. A community of hope and love and understanding for these kids that have been through so much. Every time my kids wear their camp shirts, someone will ask them what Kesem is. And I sit back and listen to my kids as they say, "It's the best camp ever. It's for kids like me whose parent had cancer. It's for kids like me." It always brings a tear to my eye, because having a camp for kids like them is really the most valuable thing as a parent. So tonight, during Camp Kesem Make the Magic, know that your donations really do change the lives of kids like these.
Like me. And me.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you for those touching remarks and for sharing your story, Tara.
As we shared earlier, we believe that Camp Kesem is transformative for everyone that touches it. From our student leaders, campers, alumni, parents, and supporters, we know that magic experience as part of Camp Kesem has an enduring impact. We are honored to introduce to you not one, but 2 of our awesome campers to share their Kesem stories. Please join me in welcoming Foxberry, and stay tuned for Wadwing's story as well.
Hi, I'm Carter, but at Camp Kesem, you can call me Foxberry. When I was 9 years old, my dad passed away from cancer. It was the hardest day of my life. What I like about Camp Kesem is that it's love and extreme fun. So this is mine. I have a night sky. It's kind of like my hug blanket that I named Heaven. The love cancer symbol. Do you see that right there?
Yes.
And it says, "I love Kesem. I love my dad. I Kesem because I want to have more happiness."
That's really nice, Foxberry. I love that.
Thank you, Foxberry. That's awesome.
I was just gonna add Carl right here. Okay. It helps me deal with my dad's death. I look forward to it all year long.
Hi, my name is Maya, but at Camp Kesem you can call me Wadwin. I Kesem because when I was 6, my dad was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. I didn't really know what it was that time, but I've learned a lot over the past years. I love Kesem because it's a lot of other kids that get my story. Before Kesem, I didn't really know anyone who had the same story as me. Now it's a lot easier knowing that there's a lot more than just me. Kesem isn't just a camp, it is magic. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think of it.
White chocolate already.
Mama! at Kesem because my dad went to heaven.
These are really special. I love that.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. Yeah, these are amazing.
Everyone's is so.
Thank you, Wadwing and Foxbury. We're grateful to you for sharing your story tonight and for being a part of our Kesem family. Camp Kesem is a big believer in sharing our mission, sharing our impact.
We want to give you all the opportunity to see how much of an impact Kesem can have and give you a glimpse into our programming. We'd like to turn again to our Camp Kesem community and introduce you to a camper turned counselor, Luke L-Dog Sims. This is his story.
Hi, my name is Luke Sims. My camp name is L-Dog, and I'm one of the operations coordinator here at Camp Kesem USF. I just wanted to take these next couple of minutes to go over my story and why at Kesem. So going back to when I was about 8 or 9, my dad was diagnosed with lung cancer. And for about 2.5 years, he fought until he ultimately died when I was 11 in 2011 to lung cancer. During that time, I never had a support system like Kesem. And just like right now, seeing the impact that I can have on these kids just makes me want to put all my effort into it. So I first learned about Kesem when I was 15. It was my sophomore, junior year of high school. Never heard of Kesem before until my mom asked me one day, hey, there's a camp that I got told about from a friend. It's for kids whose parents have or had cancer. And she was like, do you want to go? At first I was really hesitant because I already went to another summer camp and I'm like, why should I? And then she said, on top of that, by the way, you'd be going to Camp Kesem USA, which is the University of South Alabama. It would be 8 hours away. I would know no one. So I was like, do I really want to go? And so I did some research about it and I was like, it could be an interesting thing. So I was like, all right, I'll do it for a year. I'll give it a shot. So I go to Camp Kesem USA, not expecting anything. That next week that I was there, it changed my view on how I saw cancer and how I saw support systems around it. Before, I saw cancer as a terrible thing, which it is, and it destroys relationships and families. But I also saw what a good support system can do for you. Not even those with the cancer, but their families, because they're also affected. In particular, there was a camper. His name was Pizza. And Pizza had to be about 8 or 9. And I just latched onto this kid. Keep in mind, I was only 14, I was 15 at the time. But I knew exactly what he was going through. And I saw that kid. I saw that was me 6 years ago. Within that kid, I knew I needed to help him and understand how this cancer, my dad's cancer, had affected me. Ultimately, I wanted to help the kid, Pizza, but I think he ultimately helped me because he was upbeat the entire time. I don't think I saw this kid frown one time, even when he fell so many times. But just the effect that I could have on him and he could have on me, I don't think you could get that anywhere else except Camp Kesem. Just that sense of camaraderie and knowing that you can be open and vulnerable with everyone there because they're almost all in the same situation as you. So fast forward to my freshman year of college, I joined Camp Kesem. I want to be that someone. I just want to help a kid. And I feel that's the ultimate goal of Kesem, is to establish a relationship and establish a connection and help these kids understand what they're going through and ultimately them help you as well. Thank you.
We are so grateful to L-Dog for sharing his story. His story further shows that the true magic of Kesem revolves around the children and families we serve. It's what unites all of us around its mission.
Next, we would like to welcome to the stage a former Camp Kesem camper, counselor, and coordinator, and now current alumni, Savannah Zazu Lanive.
Hi everyone, my name is Savannah, but my Kesem family knows me as Zazu. I'm just here to share a little bit of my journey with Kesem with you all, so I'm very excited. My Kesem journey started when I was 13. My mom was diagnosed with breast cancer, and she found out about Camp Kesem, and she said, okay, I'm gonna send my kids there, my brother and I. So in the beginning, I didn't want to go. I was very anxious, I was very nervous. I frankly just wanted the week to be over as quick as possible and just go home and go on about my life. But that quickly changed as soon as I got out of the car on day one. I was welcomed with open arms by campers, counselors, you name it, whoever was there. They were excited, they were ready, they seemed like they had been waiting specifically for me to arrive. It felt like they were waiting for me to show up so they could welcome me, so I could become a part of the Kesem family, and I have felt like that every day since I joined Kesem. I don't think there's been a day where I haven't felt the love and support and magic that Kesem has given me that I felt on that very first day. I didn't know that USF had a camp, Kesem, and so I found out one day that they were starting a chapter here at USF, and I said, oh, I immediately want to be a part of this. Like, how can I get involved? What can I do to help? And I ended up filling the operations coordinator position for the first year of Kesem at USF. We put together the first week of camp for campers at USF, and it was so magical. It is hard to put into words the feeling that you get when you get to give this magic that you've been given when you really, really needed it, and create that same space and that same love and that same support that CK gave you and give it to 21 brand new kids. It's life-changing, and it's humbling, and it's just one of the best experiences I think I'll ever have in my life, is being able to see the impact and get to just share that magic with them. I met some of the most amazing people through Kesem, campers and counselors alike. I ended up applying to be director the next year, and I got the position. And so we created another amazing week of camp due to everything going on in the world. It was virtual, but it was still amazing. I still felt that same magic and love and support, and I'll be honest, I was nervous at first because I didn't know if we were going to be able to translate that magic that you feel when you get to hold someone's hand or play Gold Rush or just sing camp songs at the top of your lungs in a circle around a campfire eating s'mores with everybody. But Kesem brings the magic wherever you are, even if it's virtually, even if it's over the phone, even if it's through letters, in person, it doesn't matter. Kesem is magical wherever it is and with whoever you're with. Kesem is overwhelming and unconditional acceptance, love, support, and just magic. I know it's corny to say that because Kesem is magic, but it's true. The name is just holds true to what Kesem is, and there's no better way to describe it. Now I'm an alumni, and I actually live with some of the people that I met through Kesem. They're my best friends now, and I love getting to watch them put on more and more weeks and more activities of camp for these kids, and watching our camper numbers grow and watching the magic just be shared and continue to get shared, and just still being able to be a part of that is something that I'll always be grateful for. Once you're a member of Kesem, you're always a member of Kesem. It doesn't matter if you graduate out, it doesn't matter if you're married with kids now, it doesn't matter if you're going on in your career. Like, once a Kesem member, always a Kesem member, and once you feel that magic, you feel that magic forever. So thanks for your time.
Thank you, Zazu, for sharing your amazing Kesem journey and what Kesem means to you. All right, so is everyone ready to make some magic? If you're ready, we welcome you to pop a smiley face in the chat to let us know. Thank you all so much for participating. I'd like to now invite you to do something extraordinary for the 5 million children like the families we just heard from. Again, we want to acknowledge the COVID-19 pandemic around us and concerns about health, safety, and the future, and we recognize that many individuals who may not be able to donate as generally as they may have in the past. We understand this and appreciate any donation to help us fulfill our mission in supporting families impacted by cancer. Normally, we would have paddles for y'all to raise during this part of our programming, but instead of paddles, we welcome you to donate to KESM by pressing the donate button on the side. If you'd like to make a donation to check, we ask that you mail it to the National P.O. Box. We will be sending an email at the end of this event with that information. We really want to celebrate this portion of the event, and we encourage donors to react at the level that they plan on donating this evening by typing in the chat. We'll be starting at the higher levels and progress to lower levels of support. Every donation amount creates an immediate impact.
And now it is time for our virtual Fund a Need. Here, you will have the opportunity to donate to different needs that surround camp. There will be 9 levels ranging from $10 to $5,000. If you would like to donate to a specific need as we get to that level, you can submit your donation by clicking the link to the side. Members of Camp KESM USF will be introducing the dollar amount and what that amount goes towards. Between levels, we will be playing talent show videos of our amazing and incredibly talented campers. This will give you sufficient time to submit your donations. Enjoy the show!
Our final Fund a Need level is $5,000.
This is 12.5% of our total fundraising goal for the year.
If you'd like to fund this need, then click the link to the side to submit your donations.
There's something in the way you roll your eyes. Takes me back to a better time when I saw everything is good. Now you're the only thing that's good. Trying to stand up on my own 2 feet. This conversation ain't coming easily. Well, darling, I know it's getting late. So what do you say we leave this place? Walk me home in the dead of night. I can't be alone with all that's on my mind. Say you'll stay with me tonight. Well, there's so much wrong going on outside.
Our next Fund a Need level is $2,500. This will cover the cost for KESM at Home supplies. If this is a fund that you're interested in donating towards, then please click the link to the side to submit your donation.
Hey everyone, this is Ned, and our next Fund a Need level is $1,000. With this, we send each and every one of our campers an awesome shirt to commemorate this year's camp session. If you want to donate at this Fund a Need level, go ahead and click the button on the side. Thank you.
Our next Fund a Need level is $500. This amount will cover all online trainings for our student leaders here at Camp Kesem at USF. If you're interested in donating this amount, please click the link to the side.
So, if you're a righty, put your left leg in the front, your right leg in the back, your fists up. Now I'm going to show you a jab, cross, hook, uppercut. Now I'm going to show you the 4 elbow strikes. Now I'm going to show you the front kick. Now I'm going to show you a side kick. Now I'm going to show you a round kick. Now I'm going to show you a cut kick. Now I'm going to show you a knee strike.
Our next Fund Need level is $250. This will cover the cost for camper warm welcomes. If you would like to donate to fund this need, please click the link to the side to submit your donation.
I'm Sparker.
Our next Fund a Need level is $100. This will cover the cost of our camper recruitment brochures. If you would like to fund this need, then click the link to the side to submit your donation.
It's a bright new day, and it's time to shine. 'Cause you take the recruit into your own hands. Spend all your money, it's just Thursday moonlight. 'Cause you become a part of Randy's band. Just be careful about what you buy, you'll never know what's hiding inside. But we can prove anything. No. Okay. To make sure you take full responsibility for whatever your business will bring. It's closing time, and clear up all the messes that we made. Order supplies and advertise. Your nurses on every side, and I don't know where, and I wonder why. Why do they hide? You've been missing, don't want me. This is just a never-ending never-stopping war. Mindless circles of fear, cries of children that seem so near. Out of reach, you will never find them. Don't you see? This is where your story ends.
Fund a Need level is $50, and this covers camper birthday cards.
Hi everyone, our next Fund a Need level is $25. This will cover the cost for one Camper Kesem at Home kit. If you'd like to fund this need, please click the link to the side to submit your donation. Thank you.
Did a full 180, crazy, thinking about the way I was. Did the heartbreak change me? Maybe, but look at where I ended up. I'm all good already, so moved on, it's scary. I'm not where you left me at all. So, if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything could stop me, don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about me now. Aren't you the guy who tried to?
Hello everyone, Lumos here. Our first Fund a Need level is $10, which would be able to fund one Kesem by Your Side package. If you'd like to fund this need, then please click the link to the side to begin your donation process. Have a lovely day.
Me, oh my, when the light hits your smile, there's a fire that ignites at the bottom of my heart. Ooh, me, oh my, if we open our eyes, I think we're both gonna find that it's a wonderful life. Ha! Me, oh my, it's a wonderful life. It's a wonderful life with you by my side. Me, oh my, it's a wonderful life. It's a wonderful life with you by my side. Me, oh my, it's a wonderful life. It's a wonderful life with you by my side. Me, oh my, it's a wonderful life. It's a wonderful life with you.
Thank you everyone for participating in our first ever virtual Fund a Need fundraiser. We'd like to take this time to thank all of our donors who've helped us raise money and who allow camp, even at home, to happen. To those unable to donate, we thank you for your endless support and contributions. Camp Kesem here at USF attributes each and every one of you to our successes as a chapter. If you'd still like to donate, our classy fundraising platform page is open year-round. Cancer is what brings us together at Camp Kesem, but the people are what make us stay.
amazing. I'm so deeply humbled by the generosity and support of everyone viewing right now. Thank you for being here. Thank you for embracing and spreading the mission of KESM. Thank you for being a friend to children through and beyond their parents' cancer. As we near the end of our program this evening, let us close with some special thanks. First to our keynote speakers, Scrappy, Tara, Wadwing and Foxberry, L-Dog, and Zazu. Thank you for being here and sharing your powerful stories. And to all of our advisory board members, our coordinator boards, and to all of our counselors and KESM members, thank you for allowing us to bring KESM to so many children and families.
We want to again thank you all for being here with us tonight. As you leave us, we hope you leave full, feeling the strength of this community even in the darkest times, the incredible impact that KESM has made in the lives of our campers, their families, and our student leaders, and the huge need and opportunity ahead of us to ensure that all 5 million children impacted by a parental cancer are supported. We are grateful for you, and we need you to continue to move our mission forward. Thank you, and have a wonderful rest of your evening.